What's up, guys? Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna wait until everybody else gets in here. You know the drill. Until everybody else gets in here, and then we'll start this interview. All right, welcome, guys. Um, well, we can actually call this a Thursday night game now because it is Thursday. Uh, it's a Thursday night game against the Saints, so big game here today. Um, we didn't play today. You know what? I'll change that. We came out and we played our best today, but we were going against a better team. Um, that's just all it was. I gotta give it up to the Saints. You know, I also gotta give it up to my team because they did try their best. They did try their hardest and they tried to get the job done. But at the end of the day, better team won, and it is it's hard. The guys are feeling it. Um, it's really hard right now for them. They tried their best to come in here and get the win, and you could see it. When they came in here, when they came in here today, they thought they were going to come in and get the win, for sure. They kept we were step in step with the Saints for the last two quarters, and then at the end of the second, we made that crucial mistake. Uh, something told me kick the field goal. But we were like, you know what? If we kick the field goal here, we'll still be tied up and we'll still be racing them to the finish line. They're getting the ball right back third quarter, and you know we have to try and race them down to the finish line. It's going to be neck and neck if we keep going like this. So you know what we did? We decided. I looked over at my offense coordinator. We were like, what should we do? I feel like going for it. I looked at him. I said, you know what? It's fourth and one. You want to go for it? Yeah. He was like, yeah, sounds like a good idea. And then we were both was like, you know what? Pass or run. We flipped the coin. Mentally, we flipped the coin. He suggested that we should go for a pass since we haven't really succeeded much on the run. The first few times we were in the red zone and couldn't get the run in there, so we were like, you know what? Let's do a pass. Try and throw them off guard. They're gonna think we're gonna run, but they're gonna think we're gonna run by looking at our tapes. But we're actually gonna deep. We're gonna actually throw a short pass to the point where it's a quick release. Matt would get in and be able to just hop that thing in there and just drop it there. Just drop it right in the middle. But apparently that's not what happened. Um, and then we try to go for a 2-point conversion, uh, field goal attempt, and we couldn't get the ball off there. We couldn't get the ball out the hands quick enough there, so it ended up being 30-59, where it could have been 32-59 or even 30. It could have been 32 points there. We could have gotten the ball back real quick, scored another touchdown. There's a chance. There were a bunch of chances we had scoring touchdowns in the second half. There were a bunch of chances on offense where we had going down the field in the second half, but we didn't take those chances. We didn't take those risks. And, I just told the guys that was my fault. I'm the play caller. I work with my offensive coordinator. My offensive coordinator is the same thing. Some things on offense they weren't the best, and he blamed himself. He was upset with himself. When we went to the locker room, uh, he didn't want to be talked to. Everybody tried to talk to him. He didn't want to talk to nobody. He walked away. I tried to talk to him. He was upset. He talked to me, tried to tell me I'm sorry, and I'm like, it's all right. You did your best. This is your second week on the job, and you came in here and you did something that the other coaches, didn't do well. You're coming in here and you're scoring points, and they're high points at that. You know, the fact that we're able to make these high points, 30 to 59 or 40 to 45. The fact that we're able to make these points, that says something. So the fact that he's able to come in here, we got a good offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing. We got a defensive coordinator that's been that on our side for the longest. Things might have to change there just a little bit. But the fact that we have these key things in play means a lot to this team and means a lot to me because I wouldn't be able to do what I do now if these guys weren't here. I'm able to actually make these right calls, these right plays, get the right positions, court places, and everything. And these guys they work with their side of the field, and they don't just work with their side of the field. They work with the whole team. So there's gonna be days where my defensive coordinator pick up the defensive guys and be like, "You got practice on this day. Let's do it." And he gets those guys out there and they practice. My offensive coordinator he gets the offense together and he works on the offense. He works with the offense. Lately, he's been working with Matt and Amari Cooper nonstop. I told him about the whole story. He already saw the games, and he agreed with me, and he said there has to be a connection between Amari Cooper and Matt Ryan for sure. And then he told me that Matt Ryan has to just not just connect with Amari Cooper, he has to connect with the whole wide receiver core because he's not connecting with them. The only guy he really connects to is Mohamed Sanu, uh, and that's okay here and there, but he also has to pass the ball around to some unknown guys and some unknown names that don't really get the ball that often. So, Devontae didn't get the ball that often. Freeman is known, but he's not known as a kind of receiving guy, and the fact that he's able to be rushing yards and receiving at the same time, that makes a big difference for us. Yeah, so he also does a really good job with telling these guys what plays we're going to work on, what plays we're going to actually call in game, and he's been working with these guys a lot. He's been working with these guys a lot, trying to get the right plays. Then he works with me. Whatever he thinks gonna work the next day or the next week, or that week, he comes to me. He sees my room. He's like, all right, let's. I got this play that you might want to look at. We done some things. Me and the offense. We've done some things. We treat some passes here and there. We feed with different people, and this worked more often or frequently than this worked, or that play worked more often and frequently than that play, or this play worked on this yards on this particular situation. So he works a lot with them, and he does a really good job with it. He really does do it a very good job with it. Um, also, and also, sorry guys, I'm trying to think. Yeah, he does a lot. I like this offensive coordinator. He does a lot, and the fact that he's able to actually get out there and and actually do what he's able to do, which is get points that we need, get the points that we need, and try and get the win. That's what he does the best, and I'm happy about that. Um, Another thing, I wanna like praise Amari Cooper, our new wide receiver. By the way, he is okay. He did. There was an injury there at the end when we threw the ball to him. He did get injured, but he is okay. Hopefully it doesn't go forward in the next coming weeks. We're hoping that he doesn't have to actually go to the hospital or anything. So we're gonna make sure on it. Hmm, there's a lot. So I want to just praise Amari Cooper for the two touchdowns that he caught. Uh, Desmond Trufant for the interception. Jones. Deion Jones for the pick six. We want to congratulate um, Devontae Freeman for getting the yardage, even though he couldn't really run the ball that often, so that's okay. We want to congratulate the offensive line, the defensive line. My offensive line, you guys got working on some things, but they did so uh there's a lot to work with, and there's a lot on stake. Uh, we're not going to count the season over just yet. This season is technically over when you look at it on paper. But hey, we can come back the week after next, after a bye week, and we can make some wins, and that can really help us in the long run. Try and get to a wild card position, which is possible if we end up doing what we need to do. If we end up getting these wins and playing these better, harder teams, and end up, playing our division and winning our divisional games, uh, you know, next half of the season, we could go to the wild card. You know, we could go to the wild card. We could be in the hunt. We could be in the bubble for that chance to actually make it in somewhere. So the fact that we are trying to push the envelope here and push the effort of us trying to fight and keep going and going and going and going and going and this. So yeah, there's a lot we're gonna work with next week in the off season, not in the off season, in the bye week. There's a lot that we're gonna work with the week after next when we get ready to go against the Eagles, and when we go get ready to go against the Browns, it's gonna be the same routine. It's gonna be the same exact routine. So we're ready. We're gonna come. We're gonna come ready and prepared. But I'm gonna get going soon. Before I go though, is there any questions? I'll answer any questions right now. I know you guys got a bunch. So feel free to ask me some questions and I'll answer them as best I can. Uh, if not, you guys can always DM me or message me on this post. But other than that, I'm free with questions right now, so ask away. All right, guys, we're gonna give it a few more minutes. Guys, well, if you guys remember, if you guys got any questions or anything, just message me or post us on here. I'll answer. Thank you guys for coming out, and we'll see you in 2 weeks when we go against the Eagles. All right, peace.